Hello, I am Dave, and I'm here to watch other people conquer. So we are here with 6 Reg 7 versus NoLimitz, the first of the WLDL matches, and I will be a caster this year. I've competed before a few years, and this year I wanted to be a caster. So we're starting it off. We have another caster as well, so if you have his link, definitely go watch his channel. They might be much better at this than I am, so bear with me as I try to get my bearings for the first time. But this is looking to be quite exciting, so we will have to see how they go. We finally have everybody in the lobby, so we will probably be starting soon. So we're just waiting out for things to get started. There we go. I just had to put in the watch. So we should be, looks like both teams are getting ready to go. And it looks like things are going to be getting off. So I have played against what has been known to be 5 Greg, but this year is now 6 Greg. Prater is their mid, I know that for sure. So looks like they are going to be giving the coin cost to NoLimitz. And so they will get their choice of first or second pick first. I'm a fan of second pick, but everyone has their own play style. Okay, NoLimitz has chosen second pick. And 6 Greg will be taking Radiant. I believe we are ready to go. Very exciting. So this patch has been pretty interesting already. It's been a very heavy phylactery patch, especially with that buff to that perseverance, I believe, right? That extra regen is really nice for a lot of carries. So it's been a very heavy on Spectre. I've been seeing a lot of Spectre, so I wonder if we'll be seeing a Spectre show up. Looking for bans at the start. I do know that I think, was it Greg who's a big CM player? If I'm wrong with that, my apologies. Yep, I was about to say Lich and Witch Doctor are also very big for both teams, if I remember correctly.
10 seconds.
So probably going to be seeing some bans with
seconds.
Witch Doctor, CM, getting those supports out of the way. An Undying ban from Greg's. However, that's right. I do believe I saw a player on NoLimitz liked Undying. An instant ban on Zeus. Not too sure who the Zeus player is on Greg's team, but there it is. He's a very strong support even as a mid, right? Just being able to get vision. My apologies. I had to mute myself. Apologies. All right, and a ban on Leshrac as well.
All right, Dyer gets the ban.
Banning on Tide, solid ban. And the ban on the Nyx, I did see that Praetor was playing some mid Nyx.
10 seconds,
So that
just long
might
enough
be
to regret every
a
choice
fear
you've made
ban
if you
to
hurry.
get mid Nyxed.
We're starting in 5 seconds.
It's also just a solid support as well. I'm not sure if Greg runs that. And then banning on Willow. Solid bans all around. We're going to be seeing the first pick here from 6reg, I guess I should be saying. I am going to butcher names again, my apologies.
10 seconds. We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you.
Okay, the anticipation grows. Witch is available, Se7en is available. Those are my 2 picks for 6reg already. So we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Burning through some of that reserve time already. Definitely cooking up something.
Dyer's choice. Let's give him a second.
Ooh, a hoodwink. Alright, we got a hoodwink out. And the instant pick on the Witch Doctor for NoLimitz to counter. I'm unsure if Praetor plays Hoodwink. I don't think I saw Hoodwink in his recent plays, so this is probably looking like a support Hoodwink. And the ban on the Ursa, that's always a good ban. Everybody hates a bear. So both teams taking their time. Rightfully so.
5 seconds. All right, Dyer gets to ban.
And there is a ban on Spectre. Like I said before, I think Spectre's one of the more common carries I have seen this patch. She's in like every other game. So just great. Getting that Haunt back as her ult has been nice and bad. She's no longer able to get those pickoffs, but very big in those early team fights.
Dyer's choice. Let's give him a
ban on Clinks. Clinks has also been pretty popular. I hate being up against a good Clinks. I would not want to fight Billy Skins on his Clinks. He's a beast. But he's not in this match. But he's a great player. I love him. And they're gonna pick the Warlock. All right. 2 solid support picks from NoLimitz. Great team fight. Got some good heals on both of them. I love it.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, you get it.
So looking for the next pick for 6reg. I think I'll keep saying 6reg. So I hope you guys are good with that.
Radiant's up.
Okay. A Centaur second pick. So this looking to be their pause 3. Centaur is a solid pick. I'm always happy to see a Centaur. Get that. Man, why did Stampede? Why did I forget what his ult was?
10 seconds left.
It's late. That Stampede is great for getting away from a Death Ward or getting through upheaval. So good counter pick for both of those. So we might be seeing 6regs off lane at the moment. Solid off lane. Good catch. 2 stuns. a good amount of nuke. Definitely the burst damage they need for early and mid game.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And here comes the Jack Hero. This might be Greg's pause 5. I do know that Greg is a support player, so I would assume that this is going to him.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And countering with a Life Stealer. Alright. Life Stealer is pretty good against magic users with that rage, so great for getting through Ice Path and getting away from Bushwhack. I think Life Stealer might have a harder time against Centaur in lane, but overall I think it's a solid pick for the game. He just might suffer a little bit in lane. So probably looking at pause 3 here. Night Stalker. Very, very good hero. Again, with this phylactery patch, I've been seeing more Night Stalkers. Very good for getting on the back line, getting on that Hoodwink, or getting Jack Hero. So, solid, solid pick.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love them if that's what's in your heart.
As the tournament continues, hopefully I will get better with each team and players so that I can get more used to their play styles and which heroes they like to play. So at the moment I'm kind of just blind reacting. So we're probably looking at a mid or carry pick here. Getting pretty close on their reserve time.
Radiant gets to ban.
And they're going for a Necrophis. Alright, very interesting. I'm a big fan of Necro. He can be very versatile in what position he plays. Probably looking at mid, I would guess here. It's going to be an interesting matchup to see how he interacts with the Maledict from Witch Doctor and Night Stalker. Being silenced is not something he likes, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they go around this. Banning out the Quap.
Radiant's up, banning
very
time.
Good pick. Banning the Luna, thinking they might run Luna mid. So getting two heavy magical damage outputs out of the way.
Dyer gets to ban.
And then the ban on Sniper. I love to see it. I love to see it, man. Get that Sniper out of here. Worst hero in the game.
"10 seconds, just long enough to regret every choice you've made if you hurry. 5 seconds. Radiant knows just who
And
to
the
pick
Faceless
here,
Void.
First
Alright.
hero selection.
I might be out of the loop here, but I've been seeing a lot of Faceless Voids recently. Is he coming back? Or I don't really know what's going on with that hero. I don't know if he was ever out, but he's
10 seconds.
Definitely a good pick against the Life Stealer, that's for sure though. Good.
5 seconds.
Good counter to him. Bash through Rage and just Chrono. So I could totally respect the ban there.
Alright, Dyer's turn.
Alright. Oh, we have a Naga! Man, I haven't seen a Naga in a while. Was it, if I'm remembering correctly, Popo is the carry player? I'll have to double check that, but this could be a Naga, definitely a Naga carry, so I'm very excited now.
5 seconds. 4, 3, you get it.
This is going to be awesome.
Here. What are we doing here? Dota? Great.
And the SF, that's right, I did see that they had an SF player on NoLimitz. Very cool. Alright, as the game's starting, let's take a look at these hats in typical fashion. Oh man, that 6 Greg looking pretty awesome at the moment. They got ooh, that's a kick-ass Night Stalker. I love the Life Stealer. The Warlock is a very cool skin. I think I might have to give it to 6 reg though. That Hoodwink and Centaur are just look fire. The I love that Naga skin. I think Witch Doctor might be letting me down a bit. I think Witch Doctor is the defining choice here. Sorry, NoLimitz. I can't pass up a good looking Hoodwink like that though. Do love the Night Stalker though. So okay, no, it's Uranium Heart. My apologies. Popo is support. Uranium Heart is on Naga. And it looks like we are about to kick off. I can never tell how much time there is. Here we go. Alright. Yes, Greg on Jack Hero, looking great. Alright, so I will apologize. I'm still learning how to use this assisted camera, so if I'm a bit off, I do apologize, but we'll get better with time. I will stop apologizing now. Alright, both teams coming out. Looks like they're guessing that Radiant is going to be running up into their jungle, which is a fair choice, but looks like they're going towards protecting their own jungle at the moment. Do enjoy Greg's little intros. Okay, both teams lining up for bottom runes. Might get some first blood action here, but looks like Waste Manager is staying out of it for now.
All right, everybody, 30 seconds.
I want to see the first blood. I want to see it. I want to see a bloodbath. Come on. Yeah. SF showing with no fear. Slaymate just playing up. I love to see it. Okay, here they go. They're going for this rune. It's 4v4.
Here's how I see it. You've got an
Okay, they're going in.
and that's bad.
And they're
Only
just
you
going to get a
should
dual
have
breath
an ace.
off and everyone
You kidding
backs
me?
off.
Get mad.
That's the safe play, that's for sure. But little disappointing, my guys. Think I am going to be focusing on mid here. See how this SF versus Necro does. I think it favors SF here. But I will also be jumping to side lanes. Oh wait, my apologies. Let me get the last hits denies up. There you go. I remembered. So, looks like we got some good blocking going. Yeah, really we're just going to be looking to see who can win this last hits denies here in this early game. Maybe try to get their 6 as soon as possible on Praetor and get an early scythe kill. Greg already taken heavy damage from a Maledict I missed. Definitely gonna have to keep eyes on this Witch Doctor. Naga already off with a pretty good start on the last hits. I don't think there'll be too much action off of top. It's not really a big action looking lane. Maybe if the Centaur goes multiple double-edged levels. But I'm pretty sure that they're looking to just... Waste Manager is just looking to get his farm and probably leave lane as soon as possible. Alright, looks pretty even at the moment. It's going pretty good for Praetor here at the moment, leading in last hits. Okay, looks like a bit of action Big Dad Energy having to TP out. TP's to base. That's gonna leave Night Stalker alone for at least 30 seconds. Opening up the lane for Naga. Witch Doctor is on his way back. Support. We're still waiting on that first blood. Do have Witch Doctor picking up the Lotus. Lotuses are very big for early game. If you're able to get those on your side, it's be the difference between life and death. Gonna go ahead and miss the Maledict, unfortunately. Allowing Uranium Heart to continue to play close under tower. Gonna go ahead and get 2 raises off on Praetor, knocking him really low into the danger zone. Hey, appreciate the follow, man. Hope you enjoy the stream. Already with the Ring of Health on the Centaur, he's just a beefy boy. First game, it is hype, yes. Stick around for some terrible casting. Looks like Slaymate's able to zone out Praetor at the moment, even though Praetor's leading in last hits. A lot of good dewarding action going on.
It is denied.
Yeah, I would assume that as they get levels, this is definitely favoring the SF more and more. But Praetor has just done a great job with his last hits and denies, blocking Slaymate from getting those last hits. Night Stalker took a bit of damage there, but looking okay. We're still looking for this first blood. Who's going to get it? My anticipation is through the roof. It might not sound like it, but I'm very invested. Okay, we are into daytime now. To Night Rain from Night Stalker, changing the starting time of day to night is really good for the lane, but for that later second half of the laning stage, I think it does make it a bit harder on him. But hopefully he got the start he was looking for. Okay, someone is peening the small camp, looking like Vlad just got a good double pull off, and then got them with the fatal bond, so it might take some pretty big damage here. They're gonna go on Hoodwink. Oh, that's the Blood Grenade used on Lifestealer. He's going to be able to get out. Just barely. Oh no! No! The first blood! It goes to Dire, getting Praetor. Slaymate. Or no. Praetor gets first blood. I read that wrong. Praetor gets first blood on Slaymate, but then Slaymate kills him with his Requiem of Souls, not the active, but passive, dying after. Damn, I'm annoyed that I missed that. I thought I was going to get that on the Hoodwink. Well played, Praetor. And he is just going in on him. Slaymate just going to town. Might be able to pick up this DD in the bottom river. Gets the Maledict off on Jack Hero, but he just looks like he's going to back. Definitely a juicy looking DD. Gonna hit him with 2 raises and take him almost all the way down. Just needs one more last hit, and he pulls it off. Slaymate getting another kill on Praetor. Very good. That DD definitely coming in handy. I don't know if Praetor was expecting that much damage. Going to get another... Ooh, a double cask bounce on Greg. He's maledicted and silenced under Night Stalker. I think he's going to go down here. It's a double ice path, but he will fall to the maledict. Good play by Big Daddy Energy, catching him with a double cask.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Using that DD to push tower.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
All right, early kill lead from NoLimitz. He's got Vanguard on Tommy Toon, looking like a big boy. Okay, Uranium looking like he's going to rush a Manta, which is obviously a good item on Nagas. More illusions, more chances for Riptide. I'll have to keep an eye on him just because that's I've not seen a Naga carry, and he's gonna sniper a courier right in front of him. It's like, yeah, give me that courier. It's a courier snipe, I guess, kind of. Nonetheless, the only type of good courier is a dead courier. Popo getting a little low from Vlad. Lifestealer manning up on Tommy Toon and gonna get the upheaval off. He's gonna be slowed, double slowed. Taking a lot of damage here, but he is extremely tanky to the Vanguard. Is he gonna be able to get out? He's gonna potentially dive. Oh, he's diving with Infest. He's coming up. He's gonna explode. He explodes, and he gets the kill on Tommy Toon. Tommy Toon's gonna go down. Hey, appreciate the follow. Appreciate you. And oh no, they're gonna get the Maledict and double cask onto Uranium. Looks like he's gonna be okay though. And Praetor rotated top and got a kill on Vlad. Sorry, Praetor, I missed that one for you. Looks like that's going to be his second Reaper Scythe. Very nice. Slaymate is looking to push this mid tower. Mid towers are very big objectives early game. So I think that's the first rotation from the mid too. Praetor going top and gets a kill out of it. Very nice. Might be just looking to deny this mid tower here once it happens. Oh, looks like we have 3 bottom. Maybe looking to try to push this tower that they haven't been able to get any damage on yet. Getting a double pull off. Maybe not pushing.
Scanning for enemies.
Oh no, the invisibility. Oh, this is so bad. He's gonna get Requiem of Souls off. He's canceling. He's looking for the setup. Oh, but Praetor, the fucking 6th sense. He knew something was up. He knew something was wrong. He's able to get a sentry down to protect him. That could have been incredibly bad for Praetor. Well played. And he is going to deny bottom. I mean mid. That could have, oof, that would have been juicy right there. But that's well played. Good attempt on the setup and good ward. They're gonna be able to go on Naga, get the Maledict off with the silence. She's gonna be able to run under tower. Hopefully dodge most of that damage. Right, forgot that I can push the camera with my mouse. I'm not used to that. Yes, he will be fine. So Praetor is getting pretty close to his Sacred Relic for his Radiance. Probably just looking for a... Radiance is just a solid item on Necro.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on
And
by a brick.
Slaymate is not giving up mid. He wants to take that tier 2. He wants to make somebody rotate to him. 6 grid. Sitting on Macropyre now. Very big spell.
Looks like Dyer's top tower
Looks like
is in
they're
trouble.
pushing top as well. Again, I don't think there's much Lifestealer can do against a Centaur, so probably just going to have to give up top now unless he gets rotations.
That baby is coming down.
Going to get a
Radiant's
bottled
scanning
shield
around for
room.
enemies.
Very big.
They're odd-looking. Dyer's top tower is really taking a
Looks
beat.
like they do want to attempt to defend top, potentially. but Slaymate is going bottom. Okay, they get the Maledict on her. Night Stalker ulti comes out, but so does the Song of Siren. It's putting them to end and allowing her to TP out. Unable to have any catch for that. Great save.
Radiant might want to haul some ass down to their bottom tower.
But they do find Greg. Greg's in a bunch of trouble. It's a 1v4. He's going to drop macro, but he will fall to a raise. I'd say he's just picking on Greg. Leave my boy Greg alone. Well played. And but they do trade a pause 5 for a top tier 1. I think that is a pretty fair trade.
Now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting
although they are going to get bottom tower here as well. I'm starting to see these neutral items come out. Let's do a neutral item check. Cobalt Cup, very nice. Nothing yet on him. Nothing yet. They gotta get some neutral items on Dire here. It's like Dormant Curio. I want to see a tier 5 Dormant Curio. I want to see it. Who's gonna get it? Ooh, okay, a chipped vest on Jakiro. Very interesting. You usually don't see a chipped vest on supports, but it is a good good item to try and get people to hit you. Gonna man up. I love it. And then yeah, that's what I saw.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
So we're getting at a laning stage at the moment, and it's going to be interesting to see who makes the plays here. We got a Blink Dagger on Slaymate now, so he's definitely looking to make some sort of plays. Almost an echo on Night Stalker. Kid Magic has seemed to have done really well with Witch Doctor in lane, but now we're getting to this point in the mid game of who makes the plays, right? Praetor is going to get his Radiance now, but you usually just want to farm with Necrophis. So we're really looking at Tommy Toon and Slaymate to make these plays. So who's ever really able to make that jump is going to determine a whole lot here in this early mid-game. Looking for the setup on the Squirrel. Popo in trouble, gets the Blink Maledict and goes down to raises. And into an immediate another smoke. Big Daddy energy, just wanting to go for kills. He still has Death Ward up. They're going to scan Necro, farming Ancients. This could be bad. Here comes the Dark Ascension. Drop the rock, Maledict. But there is the Stampede to get him out of danger. Very well. Very good. Still looking for a potential pick on Kid Magic. Just using that vision to scout it out. He's going to find Greg, but Greg has his team here now. He better look out. He's going to just kite away. Dark Ascension is almost up. Might just have to back off here. Oh, and they're going to get a Scythe kill on Slaymate. Well played. Oh, they're chasing Vlad. Vlad, you're in trouble. They got a Blink Dagger. He's going to come in and get a Hoof Stomp. And here comes the Acorn with the Bushwhack. This looks like it's going to be a kill for Praetor. Easy Radiance kill. Gotta love playing Necro. You just stand there and you get kills. All things considered, pretty low kill count. But hopefully that skyrockets here in a little bit. Opting to go for the BKB on Slaymate. I wonder if he'll be picking up a Yasha Kaya, as that tends to be the magic build on a SF.
Now they will suffer.
Looking to go in Eternal Shroud on Praetor, just get that extra magic damage. Anything to help against this SF. Radiant's finished on Waste Manager, so he's again just looking to farm up and get to that late game as soon as possible. Looks like something could be happening top. They don't have Rock. The Dark Ascension's still on cooldown. So probably just waiting for that to come up before they make an attempt to push. They do have decent vision here, where they are scouting Greg and Praetor. They know they're not there. They also know that Tommy Toon's probably not looking for a fight at this low health. So this is a great time to try and push. Popo, again, might be in danger, getting gone on. There's a blink on the SF, Night Stalker with a silence, and they're going to pick him up with a raise. Slaymate, I gotta commend you on these raises, man. They've been great. They've hit their target more times than I've seen this, so... And they're going to go after Praetor, TPing in. Gets an illusion room, which might be bad with the casks. Oh, that is the real one. I think they thought the real one left. Just a little bit of jukes, a little bit of confusion. Waste Manager looking like he wants to fight here.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball. Radiant's top tower just got stuck.
And they're going to get the top tower on Kid Magic.
Radiant's top tower coming down. Things are looking dire. Dire's bottom top. Wow, that was
Farming up a pipe on Centaur. Anything to help with their big magic damage. I don't think they have to be too worried about the physical until Lifestealer starts to come online. Already has an early shard on Necro. Went ahead and bought that before Shroud. I do know how good that is for escaping and farming. Both teams just being pretty respectful at the moment. I completely forgot that there's a Naga. I haven't seen Naga in a moment. But that is the life of a carry. Just farming away, doing everything she can to get as big as she can. I'm not sure how a late game Naga versus Lifestealer works. It's going to be an interesting matchup here. But looks like they're going to find Waste Manager here. Popo is coming in with Uranium Heart. They're going to scout him out. But they got to be careful because Dire is coming up right behind them. So they're going to get the blue Ice Path, the Bushwhack. He's going to get Rage off and he's going to escape in a melee creep. The rest of his team is coming in though. So they got to be careful. Dark Ascension comes out. They can see the whole field. They're going to Stampede to try and get away. Greg, in trouble, going to put down Macro. And here comes the Son of Siren. But the rock does come out. I don't think that canceled any TPs, though. Praetor is just going to go back through the portal. Oh, no! Uranium Heart gets stunned out of her TP. Just enough time to allow Praetor to get out, though. But they are chasing. They are very close. They don't want to do Torm. They want Praetor. I think they know he's there, but I don't think they're going to chase any further. They are just going to back off for a Torm. Very well played getting that rock off during the Son and disrupting. And there goes Waste Manager back to farming. An unfortunate catch on Uranium is going to set his Manta back just a little bit. And here we go with the Torm. Get pretty low on Warlock and Witch, but they're going to survive. Can I get a Zeus ult? Zeus ult, please. But nice. That shard on Witch Doctor is huge. A 1400 gold item for free. Oof, that's a big jump in net worth. Probably let's take a look at net worth. How we looking here? We are at a laning stage, so I think net worth is a bit more important. We have Praetor leading with a Waste Manager directly behind. Dire definitely showing their dominance at the moment with their 3 cores being in the top. But 6 Reg is not out of this yet. Once they get these aura items, this Crimson Guard and that Shroud, they're definitely going to have a great chance of making up any lost time they have here. Yeah, Praetor already has his Shroud. I wonder if he's going to go for a Dispel next. BKB or something is going to be very big against a Night Stalker.
Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing
We'll
is
have to
standing on
keep
its
a
last
close
breath.
look. And Lifestealer just opting to go for a Mjolnir. In one of the last patches, they took away the Mjolnir extra damage to illusions. So unfortunately, Mjolnir does not do any extra damage, but it is still really strong for dealing with illusions.
Dyer's top
Praetor is
tower
going to
is
TP in, looking to
ridiculously-
set up. Both teams are converging. Here they go. He gets the silence off to stop the hoof stomp. Here comes out the Stampede. Gonna miss the ice path, and he's gonna get away in the Witch Doctor.
Dyer is kicking
Zoom
sweet
out, try to
hell
get a
out
better
of Radiant's
view.
bottom tower.
Okay, still very deadly here. Looking to go. Kid Magic might get gone on here again. There's Praetor. Gets the Reaper Sight to stun him, and that's going to be enough to kill him. That's no Night Stalker. So here comes the Witch Doctor. Doesn't hit the Maledict, unfortunately. Dodges both stuns, but I think he's still going to go down. With Waste Manager inside, he's just going to have to run. But does he have his net? He doesn't have the net. And oh, there goes the Requiem of Souls. Great play. Unfortunately, used defensively, but fortunately saving his Lifestealer. I would call that a 10 out of 10 play, just for saving his pause one. That was a
You can tell
great
Dyer's
play
middle tower
by
is in
Praetor
trouble
here,
from the
getting
way
that
it's being
Reaper Scythe on
destroyed,
Night
as I
Stalker.
speak.
I gotta say, I'm not that good with Reaper Scythe. I always wait till they're like at 20% health. I'm so bad at judging at when it's enough damage to kill him.
Dyer's historical
So
bottom
he
tower
played
is
that
destroyed.
incredibly well.
It was named, of course, after Jeff Bottom. That,
And now they're looking to invade
that's all the
Triangle
details
here.
I was given
They
as
might
to,
find Waste Manager again. Do they see each other? I think he did, and he was just able to avoid him. I think they're happy to go for a
You can
tier
tell
1.
Dyer's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed. As I speak. Dyer's middle tower is stone dead.
Looks like Dyer's setting up, though. They still have Dark Ascension. He wasn't able to get it off, so... Still with Death Ward, still with Rock. This is a good time to fight for them. They're looking for a pick, potentially. He's gonna get a blink off onto Tommy Toon, but I think they're just gonna walk away. Oh no, Uranium Heart might be in a bit of trouble here. Nope. Oh, he's gonna get the Ice Path on Slaymate. He might be in a bit of trouble here. He gets the BKB off. Macro in the middle of them on the Witch Doctor. There goes the Rock. Tommy Toon in bit trouble with the Maledict on. Gonna get the Ice Path on the Golem. Warlock's gonna go down in the back to Griggs. And they get another Reaper Scythe on the Night Stalker. What a turnaround. Praetor just showing his dominance at the moment. I think it's a dominance a bit too much. Showing his power. Nicely done. Tommy Toon being able to tank most of that Maledict and most of that damage just opened it up for them to be able to get those kills. Slaymate with Requiem of Souls up again. Looking to go Scepter. Get the blink out. Smart play. Rushing a BKB on Witch Doctor to just make sure he can get that ult off. Rules completed on Greg. Very nice. And that is going to be the first tier 2 down, I believe.
Unless it's basketball.
Yep, first tier 2 down.
Horse racing, rugby,
Getting the outpost. Do these, someone's going to have to tell me, but outposts, do they still give XP? Or increased XP or something like that? I'm really bad at keeping up with the exact details of Dota. But either way, that is a great objective to have. Gives you that extra spot to team into. They're going to be going for a Roche. Might be able to take it pretty quickly with the Naga. Is Dire going to be able to realize that they are Roshing, is the question. Without Dark Ascension, are they going to be able to contest? Looks like Radiant is going to back off due to the danger. Does not look like they have the damage for a Roshan at the moment. It was a good idea, but just lacking the damage. Here comes Praetor, no fear. Popo going up high ground. Going to go on Praetor, get the bushwhack off. And Slaymate in the back getting the hoodwink. Warlock is low. Witch Doctor is going to go down to Praetor. Greg in trouble from the Night Stalker. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. I hope. Slaymate taking damage. Naga's on top of him. He's going to go down, and Waste Manager's going to have to run. There's Vlad. Missed the Reaper side, but he looks like he's going to be able to get away. Kid Magic is just cleaning up in the back. Getting the kill on Uranium. Oh, he picked up a DD. That's what happened. It's a lucky DD. Praetor in trouble, or is Kid Magic in trouble? I don't know. It's like, who are we calling the ambulance for? Going on Praetor. He has no Dispel, so he's just going to have to tank all of that. Unfortunate cast jump. But he is getting chased by 4. They can get that silence on him. That's going to be deadly. Still needing to run. He's on the move. Oh, he's back in for a second. He jumps in, but he's going to be able to run away. Praetor just getting by. The skin of his teeth. Hey, Lynx, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying the cast. We have an Orchid build going on the Naga. Building a Bloodthorn is always a great idea for people who get a lot of attacks off. And both teams looking to get their next items. There's been a lot of fighting. So it looks like they're gonna just look to pick up that next power spike. Gonna be Scepter on Shadow Fiend, Mjolnir on Lifestealer, the Orchid on Naga. And I'm not sure what Necrofist is going for. He's gonna go for Shiva's. Get that Veil and just increase that magic damage. Vlad just right next to the Praetor. Gotta be a little careful. Still no Dispel on Praetor, which might bite him in the butt later. Getting that Fatal Bonds with
Invisibility. Not so fast.
proved to be difficult. BKB completed on the Witch Doctor, so Big Daddy Energy, or the Big BDE, is ready to go. Ready to see some big Witch Doctor ulties. Looks like Popo is being a good support and picking up some great support items. I guess Praetor doesn't need to get any Dispels if Popo keeps him alive. That's exactly what I like to see when I'm a core. Just rely on your supports to do exactly what they need to do. And this is where we're seeing a lot of the team chemistry come in. A lot of these guys have played together for a long time, so they know exactly how the other plays and are able to complement each other. So it's very cool to see games like this. They're gonna scout Night Stalker. They're able to cancel that blink. That could be a go. He might see that something's wrong and something's coming up here. They're gonna drop rock on Greg. He's gonna have to run. But here comes the Witch Doctor, and he's gonna get stunned out of Stampede. Great catch. Well played on Vlad for taking that. That is a big thing that you like to see. Ooh. All right, I'll get to that in just a moment. But that's a great thing you have to be able to do is drop your big ability on one person. A lot of people hold that for just the right moment and miss opportunities to be able to get a kill or get ahead. So, great spellcasting. Waste Manager deciding to pick up a Nullifier. I would say one of the better damage items in the game. 75 damage, 10 armor. The big thing being able to dispel whoever you're attacking, which is the biggest counter to Necrophis. So, without a BKB, Necro is going to be in trouble. Praetor might not see that coming, and I can see why he was holding on to that money, just so that they couldn't see him going for what he wanted. They might catch something here. Let's zoom out to see if we can see the full action. Popo's going in. They smoked, but it already popped. They know that they're there. Praetor going in with Ghost Shroud. Gets the Nullifier off. There's the Requiem of Souls coming off. Praetor's in trouble. Popo is going to go down to Night Stalker in the back. Here comes Naga. Warlock in trouble. Everything's happening. He gets the kill on Night Stalker with the Reaper Sight again, and he's going to survive even though Nullifier. They are going to be able to cancel Witch Doctor and pick him up. Here comes Slaymate. Oh no, he gets canceled by Son of Siren. Slaymate is going to be in a bunch of trouble here. And he just melts to the full damage of 6 Rig. Insane. Great fight. Great scouting. That is 1 for 4 for the side of 6 Rig. And they're probably going to be able to get a tier 2 out of this. There's so much happening in these fights that it is so hard to pay attention to all of it. They've really been able to level out this net worth lead that Dire has had on them. But all it takes is one good Death Ward, one good Fatal Bombs, and that fight can go completely differently. Going on Night Stalker, getting the stomp. He's gonna be in trouble. Gets the Ice Path off on him. Dual Breath, Snare, he goes down. There's the power of CC, people. Praetor actually might be in a bit of trouble here. A full Death Ward with Maledict and Raises, slowed by the Upheaval. Is he gonna be able to get out? He's still one more tick of Maledict. He's barely okay, but Waste Manager is on his ass. He's gonna try to TP. Is it enough? No, they dropped the rock. Did he get out? He got out! Holy shit! Praetor, you madman! Praetor, it gets that TP off, drawing out the rock from Vlad. Oh my, I didn't know where he went. I thought he died. I thought he was a goner. I was like, wait a minute. I had to fucking look around the map for him. What a huge escape. I'm definitely gonna have to clip that. Save that to my drafts. Dota will never not be enjoying. I don't think this game will ever get boring. Vlad is going to complete Scepter on Warlock, which is just terrifying. Right, what's more terrifying than having a giant beast summoned on top of you? 2 giant fiery beasts. So it looks like they're gonna try to go for a Roshan here. Vlad just taking a bit of damage, but looks like 6 Reg has scouted it, so they know something's up. Both teams are just gonna be looking for this catch. They don't see the Night Stalker at the moment since he has an Invis rune. They did just put it down, so they're going to see him here. They go on Praetor in the back. He's going to be able to get out. BKB on Night Stalker, Death Ward on the Witch. Son of Siren comes out to get Waste Manager, and they're just going to kite away. With Scepter finished on Shadow Fiend, that's going to be a big catch. Hopefully. Guess it's not really a catch, is it? It's more of like a double fear, more nuke. MKB completed on Lifestealer. That's very big to be able to hit this Naga. Her innate eel skin is very annoying when she has a lot of illusions around. being able to get that evasion for each illusion mirror. Looks like 6 Reg is going to be going for Roshan, but NoLimitz already wise to what they're doing. They're going on it. Kid Magic might be in a bit of trouble. The Praetor has Maledict on him. Death Ward's gonna come out, taking a lot of damage. There's the Ice Path, but Waste Manager doesn't care. Here comes the Requiem of Souls, fearing everybody. Praetor in trouble. Oh no, Waste Manager's gonna go down to Praetor, but Praetor still falls to Maledict. Tommy Toon in trouble. Oh no, SF goes down. Vlad is on the run. Popo's trying to catch him. Slaymate, that's right. My apologies. Slaymate goes down. So far, 6 Reg showing why they have to be feared in these fights. I think the only thing Vlad can do is just try to slow their push down. Wait for his team to come back up. Looking like no buybacks, which, let's take a look. Where's buybacks? Buyback status. Yeah, no buybacks on NoLimitz, so they might just be able to take a tower here with Naga push power. Gonna get the bushwhack on Vlad. Not sure if they have the follow-up though. That's a lot of damage. And they're just gonna be happy with taking that tier 3, opening up those racks. Got a regen in the river for anybody who wants it. Wow. Uranium Heart is just doubling down on this evasion. Going Butterfly. Don't know if he saw the MKB on Lifestealer. Switch back to net worth. Praetor still leading by a pretty good sum. Just showing why he's a good mid player.
That baby is coming down.
Waste Manager not too far behind. Both mids and both carries are top of the leaderboard.
Guess it's my shout.
I guess Praetor's idea here is you don't care about Nullifier if you just can't die. And I love it. I'm here for it. You know, you don't need a BKB if you just have too much health. They're gonna look at Waste Manager. He's gonna rage out. Look at that. Looks like are they gonna be able to get Roshan now? Looks like 6 Reg is gonna go look for Roshan for the 4th time. The contesting of Roshan this game has been truly impressive. Looks like Waste Manager has already scouted it out. They scanned, they know it's there. They're gonna have to get here quickly or this is gonna fall extremely quickly to Uranium Heart. Here comes it. It's almost down. He's gonna try to steal. No, Kid Magic is not able to get in there in time. They get stunned on Waste Manager. Popo in there. They're gonna get the rage off before he's silenced. Out comes the Stampede, but Witch Doctor just goes down. Warlock goes down. The damage is too much. And NoLimitz is just gonna have to back off. Unable to get the steal on Aegis. And 2 pickoffs. This is gonna be a high ground push where there is no tower. Looking pretty good for the side of Radiant. And there's not much they can do without their backline. They might just have to give this up. They do not have buybacks on both their supports. get the stun on Waste Manager,
Things are
but
looking dire.
no follow-up.
Again, I said, their bottom tower is in trouble. Dire's bottom tower is gone.
Okay, the big thing though is they still have their ultis on supports. So once Warlock is up, they will be able to initiate.
Like that one bit. Dire's bottom barracks just fell.
6 Rig coming out with 2 racks from that, and still with Aegis. Kid Magic trying to get 2 hits, but completely misses. This Butterfly proving to be very helpful.
Dire's top tower is really taking a beating.
Alright, where is this gun going to go? There's the BKB out, the Rock drop, the Maledict, the Death Ward. Uranium Heart in trouble. There's the Soul Requiem of Souls. Is she still in trouble? And she is going to go down to all that damage. Slaymate is going to get her. Tommy Toon in with his BKB, but he gets stunned. He's going to have to run. Maledict on him. There's Waste Manager chasing. Tommy Toon in trouble. Praetor TPing out. Use Dark Ascension to find them. Greg is able to get out, but Popo is also going to go down.
Out of me.
Just shows you that no one is out of the game until it's over.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball.
Able to
Football,
get the
horse
Naga
racing,
in a bad
rugby,
spot
cricket, or curling. But if I
and
was,
burst her down,
I
not
would
once,
evaluate
but
top tower
twice.
shut my eyes right now.
And he's gonna snipe a courier! And he's gonna taunt. Oh my god, what an asshole.
Top tower just got demolished.
Man, just the courier hate. There can never be enough. Looks like he's gonna be able to complete Heart on Praetor. And he has completed Scepter on Jack Hero. That is brutal. Turning Macro to Pure. Yes, that is a lot of damage. Gonna complete Refresher on Warlock as well. And almost has Refresher on Shadow Fiend. Both 2 very big ults.
Looks like Dire's courier just bit the bucket.
Looks like
Radiant's middle
the
tower
big
is up and
BDE is going to be
smoking
back in
hot.
the base, defending against the large creeps.
If you've always hated Radiant's middle tower,
Not
I have
sure they're looking to stick around here without their Witch Doctor. And they're just going to back off. That is correct. They got him twice. It's like they scouted out the Warlock. Vlad might be in a bit of trouble if he sticks around. Gonna get the smoke out. And they're gonna be looking for a pick. They only have one more set of racks to grab before Megas, and that is definitely an objective you want. They might get Kid Magic here. Tommy Toon breaks, he knows somebody's there. Does Praetor have, Praetor does have Boots of Travel. Lynx's favorite item, Boots of Travel. He's gonna love that I said that. Uranium Heart picking up a heart as well. They are just tanky as hell. How much health is, yeah, Centaur 3,700, 4,000 on a Necro, 3,700 on a Naga. They are tanky. They are extremely tanky. Vlad TPing back to get into position for this. Waste Manager just trying to take out these illusions. They're going to get the top range racks. Slaymate with Refresher BKB. Scepter Blink online. That's going to be very powerful. I don't think they have any way to get him out of BKB, so those are just 2 Requiem of Souls. Gonna get Waste Manager in a Bushwhack. Because that's probably the most annoying thing I can think of. Just getting tied up by a squirrel in a tree. And oh my god, that's going to be an Aghanim Scepter completed on the Witch Doctor. So oh, this is looking like this could be rough for 6-Reg if they're able to get them off. Which with that BKB, I think he will be able to. It is the classic Mexican standoff here, looking uphill. I guess it technically wouldn't be a Mexican standoff, but you get the idea.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last breath.
Hey, Kid Magic looking for a catch here. He's gonna get bushwhacked, silenced. He's gonna have to BKB. BKB's out, but here comes Waste Manager coming out of base. No silence for him, but there's the hoof stomp. And he's gonna be able to rage away. There's one rock dropped. There's Fatal Bonds. Dark Ascension comes out, but 6 Reg is just gonna run away.
You can tell Dyer's middle tower
Kid
is
Magic
in
not
trouble
wanting to
if
go
they
on Tommy
destroy.
Toon. He's just a big man. So good kite by Radiant. That was a BKB on Shadow Fiend as well, but he still has everything up. Looking for a potential catch on Night Stalker again, but he'll see them coming with Dark Ascension.
You can tell Dyer's middle tower is in trouble. It's being destroyed as I speak.
Clear that wave. Get ready for that push up high ground. Get the silence on Waste Manager. He's in trouble. He's going to go down to Reaper's side. There's Requiem of Souls to try and save him, but it wasn't soon enough. But there's a huge death ward. Naga and Centaur is going to go down. Raider trying to TP out again, but he's going to get feared. He's in a bit of trouble now, too. He's at half health. Going to get Ghost Shroud off. And he's going to be able to get out with his shard. Cancel that TP, but I think he'll be okay. That was a huge catch. I don't know if that was a Maledict on Centaur or Naga, but that Death Ward just proving how deadly it is. They were unable to get the melee racks, so NoLimitz just holding on to their last racks there, trying to prevent the megas. We're coming up to 50 minutes. Is the first game we're going to cast going to be 60 minutes? Are we going to get tier 5 items? We do a neutral item check. Got Idol of Skriok. It's a very good one. Got a Giant's Maul. That's a good one on Naga. Crippling Crossbow. That's pretty good. Never been good at using that. I always forget. Got another Idol of Skriok. It's good for people who like going in. And then another Crippling Crossbow. I don't think I've seen Crippling Crossbow that much. I mean, again, I'm a bad player, so. It's a great item. Over here, we got that Tier 4 Syrian Signet that I saw before. Just looking for that extra burn damage. Giant's Maul, Life Stealer, Rattle Cage, and another Giant's Maul. That Rattle Cage is a lot of fun, isn't it? And they're going to get a smoke on Dyer. It's going to break very quickly to Tommy Toon. But they are going to notice the wards that Radiant has here.
Well, ain't this cute?
Both teams just looking for an edge here. Looking for a way in. Looking for a catch. It's at that point in the game that one catch can determine how the team fight goes. If you're down one, being down one hero can be the difference between winning the game and losing the game. So tensions are high at the moment. Looks like they're gonna look to pick up a second Roche. He does roar now after this first time being killed, so Dyer knows exactly what they're doing. I don't know if they have enough time to contest, though. Looks like they're coming out a little bit with a smoke, but they're taking Roche too fast. They're not going to be able to get here in time. and that is going to be a second Roche to 6 Reg on Naga. And now NoLimitz is forced to back off to try and get to their high ground. This is going to be a battle for the ages. Well, not ages, but like ages. Ages? It sounds way too close to ages. Oh, look at the Poogie. Poogie wants a high five. Come on, Slaymate, give him a Poogie. Slaymate, if you don't high five your Poogie, we're all gonna remember this. Oh no. Not the neglect. That's not looking like a good father, Slaymate. Poogie will remember this. Can't ignore your kid. But on a serious note, this looks like this will be one of the final pushes for Rax potentially. But NoLimitz did kill Naga twice before. So will they be able to pull it off again? Getting a smoke off just to hide themselves from a potential jump. Looks like 6 Reg is more than happy to hand back. Tommy Toon in, but with the Abyssal, he just goes down to Waste Manager. That insane amount of damage, burning through 4,200 health in an instant. That took no time at all. Waste Manager just showing how he loves to, well, steal the life of others.
Absolutely not what I expected.
And here comes the taunts out. But from Tommy Toon, just showing his good sport, understanding the positioning mistake he made, and underestimating the damage that can come out. You always forget how much damage a lifestealer can deal out. But that is his level 25, that feast, heal, and damage. That's probably where that huge damage spike came from. They're gonna see Uranium Heart alone with Aegis. There's Waste Manager on him. He's not able to get the Son off in time. He is silenced. He's gonna go down once. Cancel on the Requiem of Souls, trying to time it up. And there it goes, Uranium Heart in trouble. The double fear coming down, the Stampede out. But that's a Maledict, that's gonna go down twice. Here's the macro onto 4. That's huge. Waste Manager doesn't care though. Praetor might be in a bit of trouble now with the Nullifier, unable to purge it. And that's going to be 2 kills on their 2 cores. Greg in a bit of trouble now, having to run from Waste Manager, but Waste Manager isn't giving up. They're going to find him with the Nullifier, unable to get out. Gets the crit. Oh no, Popo in a bit of trouble. He's going to be able to get out with the Glimmer Cape. That's just so much damage from Dire. Almost 9,000 damage from the Lifestealer in that fight. And they're going to be able to take, go through back door. They're forced to glyph to prevent the back door. It's going to be a buyback from Naga. That's a Ravage on the Bushwhack. Buybacks on 3 on Praetor. They're going to catch Slaymate, and he's going to go down. Seeing if they can't catch any more. There goes Vlad. But, oh no, they didn't realize that Bushwhack does not hit invisible targets. I'm pretty sure you knew that, but unfortunate abilities, right? It is very interesting that that doesn't hit invisible units. I think it should, right? It's like it's a giant net. Why wouldn't it hit something that's invisible there? That doesn't make sense. But take that up with Gaben, I guess. That is 3 buybacks used on Radiant now. And that is a buyback on SF. He has BKB up, so they are definitely looking to defend this. Tommy Toon gets Maledicted. Death Ward comes out. No BKB. Just looking to clear all of that wave before they can get the Rex. We are getting to 57 minutes. We are so close to tier 5s, people. A lot of buybacks in that last fight. Waste Manager opting to go for a BKB just to ensure that he does not get burst again. And no, that's going to be Megas. Uranium Heart is going to be able to get that last Rax with his illusions. Popo might be in a bit of trouble, but he gets the Glimmer Cape off. They don't see him. He does have TP, but he's just hiding in the trees. Oh no, it comes out! No, Popo! Yeah, he's able to get out. My heart stopped there for a second. The scurry faded and he popped out of the trees. But unfortunately, Kid Magic had no cancel. I thought the Void was a mini stun. I might have changed that though. They are going to realize that they're doing Torn, but not much they can do about it. Popo is going to get his Hunter's Boomerang. An incredibly good shard, considering what it does. It increases spell damage by 20%. That is insane. We have 1 minute till tier 5s. 1 minute till tier 5s. Seems Tommy Toon opted to go for a BKB just so he doesn't get burst like that again. Oh, they're gonna see Praetor. They're also gonna see Tommy Toon. Waste Manager is not afraid to go at him. There he goes. He gets it off. But there's Stampede to kite out. And the Song of Siren comes out. It's a good bait by NoLimitz. But oh no! Big Dad Energy is having trouble dealing with these mega creeps and is forced to use Death Ward to clear them. That is the power of megas. You have to be careful or they will overrun your base, as they have already lost to tier 4. I didn't realize. Waste Manager looking to get a catch here. Gets the Ice Path off on him. And looks like they're looking to push high ground. Oh, gets the Bushwhack. Gets the Rage off. What's going to happen here? Macro comes down. Praetor's in the back. Shiva's... Oh no, the fucking Requiem of Souls. He's going to be in trouble. That's a double rock. Centaur and stuff, and Praetor is just in the middle. Naga is on Kid Magic. Kid Magic goes down. But that is going to be multiple diebacks. Praetor and Tommy Toon go down. They're going to be able to push here. All while they're having to defend against Mega Creeps. This is insane, people. We have had 60 minutes and no one has a tier 5 yet. Waste Manager takes a shit ton of damage from Popo. They have to be careful here, because Uranium Heart could just completely destroy Waste Manager if they're not careful. They're in trouble. BDE is going to have to use Death Ward again just to defend it for their Ancient. But they're going for the end. They want to end this. Uranium Heart in a bit of trouble. Unable to get the Son of Siren off. Oh no! Slaymate goes down to the Illusions. That's a dieback. Here comes Son of Siren. While Witch Doctor is dying to Mega Creeps. Trying to defend. That is going to be a Bloodthorn. That's not good. That's going to be a death. Oh no! Witch Doctor dies! The Ancient! They're forced to Glyph. This is insane. He's got to kill catapults, but he is not a catapult killer. Kill spree on Lifestealer. Waste Manager is forced to buy back to protect the Ancient. They're going to pick up Kid Magic as well. And that's a dieback, unfortunately. Popo and Uranium Heart proving to be a deadly partnership. I think NoLimitz is going to have to revise their defense strategy with leaving the big BDE alone. The only person with buyback in the entire game is Vlad. So anyone who gets taken out is out. I've yet to see any tier 5s on anybody at the moment. But here comes the full 6 reg. Praetor going up. They want to end this. Looking for a catch. It's a 3v5 at the moment. Gets Fatal Bonds. Here comes a Stampede with Death Ward. Waste Manager's going to go down to Reaper Scythe. Vlad is also down. And GG is called. The first win of the season goes to 6 Reg 7. Or Se7en. Well played, everybody. Well played. What a game, people. What a game. Insane. I'm dumbfounded, awestruck. That was beautiful. Well played, everybody. Insane game. 102 minutes, or that's an hour and 2 minutes, not a... That was awesome. I had no idea where that was going to go. So, well played, everybody. If I had to... Man, this is hard. To try and give MVP to one person here feels really bad. Praetor just being a mid Necro and just absolutely destroying. But Tommy Toon coming in with 07 being just the aura tank. Very well played. I don't know. I think I gotta give it to Popo. I think I'll give MVP to Popo. Well played, everybody. Popo just being a menace with his bushwhacks and his catch. Being able to just be that nuisance, drawing NoLimitz out the entire game. But, I mean, Uranium Heart, well played. Everybody, extremely well played. I think it's a break, a 5-minute break, and then there's another one, I believe. Let's see if there's another lobby app. I believe there is a second match. Let me double check. Yep, there it is. Alright, I am going to take a minute and hit the bathroom, take a quick few minute break, and we will be back for game 2. I believe this is the Shard division. Yeah, put that up there. Yep, this is the correct one. So this is the Shard division. I will be right back. And I am back. And we are going to be getting started with the second match of 6-reg Se7en. I think it's funny to say that. Versus NoLimitz. Amazing first game. Thoroughly enjoyed with it. What a game. What a beautiful game. Zach calling out Prater with the BKB. No BKB on Prater. He doesn't give a shit. Just a little bit of fun crossplay there. Alright, let's go ahead and hop back in. A little bit of smack talk coming out from not only the caster, but both teams. So yes, if you didn't see before, definitely go check out Zach's stream. I'll have to check it out myself. Probably get some good pointers from him. Are we going to be in for another 60-minute game? Guess we'll have to find out. And the toin cost. Oh my god. I should just quit while I'm ahead. The toin. Damn. Alright. The coin toss goes to NoLimitz. Oh my god. It's been a long week. And 6-reg takes second pick. And NoLimitz is going to go with Radiant, I believe, if I am reading that correctly. And here we are. Oh, nope, it's the same. We got 6-reg on Radiant, and NoLimitz on Dire. But the first pick, I believe, is changed? God, I have a bad memory. The ban on Naga, the respect ban on Naga comes out.
10 seconds left. Well, 8 now. 5 seconds.
My apologies. I should have put that BRB on the screen for people hanging out there, just so they know that we're coming back. I will remember it next time. My apologies. And the respect ban on Necro. NoLimitz just showing that they do not want to fight that same lineup. The ban on Lich and Undying come out again. Both solid picks. They don't want to fight those. Completely respectable. And then the ban on Clinks again.
10 seconds.
God, I need to go to speech therapy.
If you hurry. We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you.
So definitely going to be getting a different game, which I am equally excited for. The ban on Tide, again, not wanting to fight the fish.
10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love him if that's what's in your heart.
And then the ban on Night Stalker, yep. Respect ban on that. Definitely do not want to fight a Night Stalker again if they don't have to. And that's the thing I love about Dota, is no one game is the same.
10 seconds. We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you. Radiant's up.
Here we go. First pick. NoLimitz is going to pick up the Jack Hero this time, stealing it from Greg. But Greg still has a lot of good options. I wonder if we'll be able to see his CM this game.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. All right, Dyer gets to ban.
And here comes the Abaddon. All right, Abba is a huge hero. Gets that strong dispel with his shield. He can be played in support or carry. I don't know where they're putting him. This is going to be very interesting.
10 seconds.
We'll have to wait and see. There's the ban on Zeus again, just respecting the magical damage and vision he provides. And then a ban on Nyx Assassin, not wanting to fight that mid Nyx again. Again, I don't blame them.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, you get it. Radiant's up.
And the ban on Ursa. No bears in this lobby. Although they could pick Lone Druid, and that would be interesting.
Ten seconds left. Well, 8 now. 5 seconds. Dyer's choice.
Here we go. And getting the Witch Doctor, taking Witch Doctor from NoLimitz, I don't see any issue with that. That Witch Doctor played a huge part in that previous game. Such a solid hero. Some would argue the best hero in the game. I would not be one of those people.
Dyer's choice. Let's give him a second.
And picking up the Warlock again on NoLimitz. Really enjoyed him. And hey, if he's available, why not do him again? Going Axe this time. Ooh. Changing his battle hunger to pure damage has been somewhat of a buff. Taking the armor multiplier off it does kind of suck, but it is still a shit ton of damage. Still just a solid offlaner.
Just long enough to regret
getting that BKB piercing call.
5 seconds. 4,
great
3,
great catch, great damage. He's very annoying to play into, that's for sure. Can Culling Blade go through borrowed time? Because I think Culling Blade goes through anything, right? So if Ab is low enough, he'll just get dunked on. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works.
Radiant's up.
And we're going with a Viper pick. Alright, is this a Viper mid? Is this a Praetor Viper? Or is this an Offlane Viper? Viper obviously pretty decent against the Axe, having that break. And also just all that poison damage.
10 seconds left. Well, 8
now. A very, very annoying hero. I would argue one of the most annoying heroes. Viper is up there with Sniper and Veno, Just super annoying.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And that's going to be a CK. Again, I'm still trying to figure out the lanes here. I would assume a CK carry, but it could be CK off lane. Or heck, it could be a CK mid. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
So we'll definitely have to wait and see where they place these heroes. They might be saving carry for last picks. So at the moment, I'm going to guess Viper mid, CK off lane. But again, it could be a core Abaddon. I don't know what they're doing. So how is NoLimitz going to play into a CK Viper? Looks pretty dire.
Dyer gets the ban.
And they're going to Lifestealer again on NoLimitz. Feeling pretty comfortable on Lifestealer. This will be interesting because it gives another break target for the Viper, but he does have Rage. I believe Viper Strike... No, I actually... It probably doesn't pierce BKB. But... Or Spell Immunity, I should be saying Spell Immunity. But that Viper Strike is just devastating for Viper, or for Axe and Lifestealer. So it's an interesting choice. Again, picking Lifestealer against another Illusion hero. Although I think CK has the burst damage for Lifestealer. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays. I wonder if Waste Manager just feels comfortable on him. Sometimes it's better to go for that comfort pick.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love him if that's what
Another ban on Sniper. I love to see it. Banning Quap and OD. Definitely fearing that high magic damage from a mid hero. That burst damage. Definitely seeing the OD versus a Lifestealer and Axe. That is definitely a bad matchup. You don't want to be on the bad side of.
We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you.
Looking for the final ban on Radiant. Probably choosing...
Dyer's turn to pick.
Banning Arc Warden. Is Slaymate an Arc Warden player? I am unsure. But solid ban if that is something they are scared of, which obviously the bandit.
Radiant's up.
And here we go. They're just going to go with SF again. NoLimitz feeling super comfortable with their picks the first game. And they're going to pick a Drow for Uranium Heart, I assume. Okay, let's look at these skins. Got the Arcana on Uranium Heart, so that's, I would consider double points. Oh no, the Jack Hero is looking pretty naked. The Warlock is looking pretty cool. And there's the Greg Witch Doctor with the Cauldron. Honestly, this is pretty close. I need to see the Axe. I don't see the Axe. The Axe, I think, is the determining factor here.
10 seconds.
There he is. Ooh, they got the Berserker Axe. Ooh, very cool. Damn. I think I gotta give it to NoLimitz here, just because the Axe... I would have given it to Uranium Heart for that Ice Arcana, but I think NoLimitz pulls the hats off. Even though that Jack Hero, big dad energy letting me down. That's okay. And yes, it is a mid Viper. So again, well, not again, but I think Slaymate might have a harder time versus a Viper in lane. But I guess we will just have to wait and see. And away we go. Got a cat ears on Drow Ranger. I would not want to see that kind of axe running at me. Terrifying.
All right, get ready.
And here comes the 6 regs introductions. That's the right word. Oh, let me turn on the camera. There we go. Greg Badon. So yeah, this is a pause 3 Abaddon. No, support Abaddon. Yeah, Uranium Heart. So did they switch up roles here? Okay, so here they go. They might find Waste Manager if he's not careful. As we have Vlad on Warlock again, Slaymate on SF again. Very similar to the lineup that they had. Going for Irrationality on CK. That could, again, is a gamble. Just given that gamble of what you get on that. Is it his... Yeah, Reality Rift. Okay, Waste Manager might be in a bit of trouble.
History will be made on this day. Not actual history, making fiction.
Okay, taking a bit of damage. But looks like he'll be able to walk away. Taking a bit too much damage probably than what he was hoping. We have the early block on the small camp. Very nice. So how is this lane gonna match up? Just pushing in the lane early with Nether Toxin. Securing those creeps, getting that early corrosive skin. Praetor knows what he is doing. Lifestealer, Waste Manager, is going to have to be a bit more careful in this lane, or they have a big stun and Maledict. So that's going to be very hard. I would probably call this a classic matchup, the Axe versus Drow. Right? Axe versus Drow is one of probably the more common matchups or classic matchups I see. A good Dispel. That's what you want the pause 5 Abba for. Which it is a pause 5 Abba. Yeah. So it looks like Praetor is just taking the lead here again with the last hits. Choosing to do a double bracer build. Probably just wanting to tank up so he doesn't get nuked down. Very nice. Getting hit with multiple raises. Looking to get that third raise off. He's going to be able to and get a bunch of damage off on Praetor. Misses the 4th Shadow Raise, unfortunately. But nonetheless, great nuke damage. We are looking for first blood here. So, who is going to get it? Who's going to draw the first blood?
Dyer's
Who
middle
wants to be
tower
a
is taking
killer?
one hell of a beating.
Praetor probably looking to stack this and just go on full farm mode. Don't think he's planning on going Radiance this game, but who knows? He needs the Dispel. Nice, gets the Dispel on the Dual Breath too. Just completely nullifying Jack Hero's ability to harass. He's gonna get the Lotus though. Praetor wandering back to lane after a successful stack. Greg trying to pull it, but getting interrupted by Vlad. In a good position for Ray now. Which, yes, they did. I don't know why my brain's buffering, but they did switch up positions. Ray is pause 3 now, and Tommy Toon has taken pause 5. Praetor stacking a third time. Unfortunately, he did not get it off. Calling a missing mid by Slaymate, because Praetor is just doing whatever the hell he wants, as he should. Doing the caustic bath build where you just rush corrosive skin and scepter. It's incredibly annoying. Still looking for first blood. Able to take that battle hunger off immediately. No, he misses the banner creep. The last hits are eerily looking very similar to last game. Praetor just sitting up at the top. Proving just how good of a mid player he is. Knowing exactly what to do here. Push the wave, farm a neutral camp. Push the wave, go back and stack it. Going on big dad energy here. He might be in a bit of trouble. I think he'll be able to get away though. Walks away with 160 health. We have ultis on mid now.
Dyer's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's
Probably
being
getting
destroyed
pretty
as I
close
speak.
to first blood. Setting up and getting ready for that 6-minute rune. Not wanting to give that to Slaymate. We have a TP going top. That's a DD top. Praetor's going to be able to pick that up.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured.
BDE goes top. But that's going to be a catch on Lifestealer with a Maledict and a stun. Gonna have to rage to get away, but should be okay. But here comes the BDE. Looking to get a catch on Greg. Witch Doctor, that's a lot of damage. They don't have a Dispel. That's going to be first blood for BDE. Very good rotation. Well played. Without that Abaddon there to dispel his damage, that Witch Doctor just melted. I am sorry, Greg. And now here comes the champion back bottom with his first blood. And 7 minutes. These are very important. We have Vlad trying to steal theirs. And we also have Tommy Toon trying to steal theirs. It's going to be 2 fights on each one. Vlad just decided to run away with Maledict on him. But BDE not wanting to give that up. That is unfortunate for NoLimitz, where 6-Reg gets both Wisdom runes.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Praetor TPing back mid,
Dyer doesn't haul ass and help out
but
that
cancels
bottom
it
tower.
instead
There's not
to
gonna be a tower
push bottom,
Radiant's middle
giving up
tower is
mid
about
to
be a pile of
Slaymate.
smoking rocks.
That is going to be tower down before 8 minutes. But they're looking to take bottom tower. Oh, they want to go at Praetor. He's taking a lot of damage. The Dispel is going to save his ass. Now they have 3 bottom. Looking to go at Praetor again, who's still low. They missed the dual breath. Unfortunate. But here they go. The Viper Strike on Vlad, and he's just going to melt the Viper Strike and multi-shot. Gets the call off on him. He does have level 2 spin. It's not going to be enough as the shield protects him. But here comes Slaymate, looking for that double kill. Drow is going to pick up the kill on Jakiro. Uranium Heart taking kills where he can and then getting away. But Slaymate is looking for a hunt here, potentially. Very good action on both teams. Is this going to be a Yasha Kaya on Slaymate this game? Going Armlet on Ray, which is, I think, a classic CK thing to do. Give it that extra strength and damage for those illusions. And did I not realize that they changed somebody out? Ain? My apologies. I was unaware that they swapped somebody out. I should have recognized that.
Dyer's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed as I speak.
I am a terrible caster. I kid. Going on Ain here. Good amount of damage. Showing that this early game favors the Drow, but late game probably favors the Axe, being able to make those jumps. Getting a pick off on Greg. Ray in trouble. There's the Viper Strike on Waste Manager, but he's going to get out by jumping in BDE. Axe looking like he's could be in a bit of trouble, but Slaymate is here to back him up. Looks like they could be pushing bottom here.
Dyer's middle tower has taken one hell of a beating.
Alright, they have 4 bottom.
Dyer is kicking sweet hell.
Tommy Toon is hanging out.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its
Don't
last
know
brick.
if they're gonna be able to defend this or if they want to defend this. Looks like they're content to trade towers. Praetor taking mid almost to his scepter, which is gonna be
Radiant
very
might want to
big.
haul some ass down to their bottom tower. Dyer's middle tower is
Yes,
taking one hell of a beating.
Slaymate has opted to go for Yasha Kaya.
Smashed in its brick chip.
Might have been regretting not getting that last
Hope
game.
Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its
And
last
all
brick.
4 of them are gonna run top. Greg, you gotta look out, man. Look out, guys. Ray, look out. This could be bad. Going to miss the ice path, and Ray's going to be able to run away, potentially. No, he gets stuck on a tree, and that's going to be 5 there to take him down. Everything used. Not everything, but the entire team used to secure the kill. Uranium Heart is happy to just farm at the moment, as he should be. Really proving his carry prowess, being able to farm into late game and just be a menace.
Radiant's courier has made one last run.
There's a CK ulti. Lifestealer is gonna get caught with the break. He's in trouble. There's a Requiem of Souls coming out. Fatal Bombs. The call onto Ray. He's in trouble. He's gonna go down to everything. Abaddon ult is hit. Axe goes down to Maledict and Praetor. Rock is dropped. And Greg is on the run. Good trade. They do lose the top tower, but they get the Lifestealer and the Axe.
Bottom tower is in trouble, though.
I'm not quite sure who's more happy with that trade. Waste Manager getting very close to his Radiance. I am enjoying this right-click build on Jakiro. It's going to be very interesting to see how BDE builds. That is the other thing, that Ray, I believe, yeah. Ray is a substitute, or not a substitute, but a switch out for Popo. I need to do better at paying attention to those things. We don't have our Popo. I believe Praetor has his Scepter now, which is really the big power spike for Viper. Ain getting his Blink Dagger before Blade Mail. Gonna be able to set up some pretty nice jumps now.
Radiant scanning for enemies. Or maybe for friends. They look unpopular.
Here comes a smoke, leading with the Axe Blink, probably hoping to find the Drow.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
Oh,
Probably hoping to catch a glimpse
just
of a
on the
lead.
edge of that. Yeah, maybe they did.
Dire's scanning
Yeah,
all
no, they
over
didn't
for
see
enemies.
her.
I promise this will
But,
Dire's
oh
top
no,
tower is
there
in
she
trouble.
is. That's the call, Ice Path, and dead. Good smoke play to get that Uranium Heart.
Top
Just been
tower,
free
I put
farming
on a
at this
heart.
moment.
That baby is coming down.
Well played.
Dire's top tower is really taking a beat.
And 6 Reg is going to use this opportunity to take top tower.
Dire's top tower just went brick belly up.
I did not realize, but Greg bought
Dire
his
is
shard
kicking the
already.
hell out of Radiant's
Just the
bottom tower.
value of having that is very important.
The jungle has everything Axe desires.
Slaymate picking up a haste. And here comes the other smoke from Vlad. They're going to be able to jump Greg or Tommy Toon, but I think they want bigger fish. They want somebody else. They see Praetor. He's going to miss the call. The Praetor is going to jump away over the trees like a flying menace that he is. You know, I think that's fair, right? Any flying thing in Dota should just be able to fly over cliffs, right? And trees. Oh, no. He gets the blink out. Saves himself. But they're still on the chase here. They're just running around each other.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Uranium Heart might be in trouble
Radiant's
if they
middle
come
tower
up
is
the
hanging on
hill.
by a brick.
They're scouting Slaymate. Looks like Praetor might be going for Waste Manager, who has his Radiance completed. But nope, he's TPing bottom. They want to fight this. He does have a haste rune. So I don't think they're going to be able to catch him here. They might get Vlad. There it goes. He gets broken, but there's the damage from Ray. That armlet with a full Chaos Strike. Getting 2 crits and just absolutely destroying him.
Radiant's top tower is getting torn down. Probably
Viper Strike on the SF. He's going to have to try and TP out. Is it going to be far enough? He's going to get casked. And he's going to go down to Praetor. Just a brutal thing to play against Viper. I don't want to play against it. Oh, they're going to see BDE. He's going to get silenced, and he's just going to get clobbered by a Reality Rift and Chaos Strike. That silence from Uranium Heart just providing that.
tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed as I speak.
Waste Manager standing around, maybe looking to fight here.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last
6 reg looking to take
brick. Dyer's middle tower
mid
is
tower before 20 minutes. Putting pressure on the map.
The foolish will give chase.
Looks like it's gonna be a Scepter Rush on Greg. Just get that Death Ward upgraded as soon as possible. Too far there. Looks like they're getting another smoke on Dyer. I am enjoying how many smokes they are coming with. They know that they have catch potential, they have the damage, and they want to be able to use it. 6 reg might have scouted it, and they are going to take this opportunity to take a free Tormentor. And damn, getting Glacier on Drow is huge. That is such a big ability. Smoke is going to end, and they are not going to be able to find anything. And they are going to know that they are in their triangle.
A pile of smoking rocks.
Just going to use this time to try and take that tier 2. They're going to jump on the Praetor. There goes Light Stealer, and he's going to go down to the burst damage to Slaymate. They might be in a bit of trouble here. Slaymate almost going down to Drow. Very close. Rock gets dropped. Warlock gets pulled into it. Slaymate's going to get out, but here's the Axe with the call. Proccing borrowed time, but Axe is in a bit of trouble. Slaymate trying to save him, but unable to do so. Waste Manager going in, but needing to back off from the Drow's damage. What an intense fight, starting off with an Axe blink with a Life Stealer jumping outside of him.
I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down.
I don't know, I'd be extremely terrified if that happened. Having a mostly naked man jump on top of me, and then a demon bursting out from his chest. I make myself laugh. That image is now scarred in my brain for the rest of my days. Nobody clipped that. Looks like both teams are pretty content to take a second and farm up their next items. Praetor just ignoring a double damage. That is a Glimmer on Vlad. Hopefully enough to save him for the time being. Axe has Blade Mail completed, which is going to prove very effective. And here goes 6 Reg looking for the Roche. Looks like their damage is very good with CK double damage, Viper, and Drow. Looks like it's going to go down. Is NoLimitz wise to what they're doing? Slaymate, maybe looking for it. No. Oh, he gets it off, but that's not going to be enough to kill them. He's in trouble now. Everyone's just bursting him. Now Tommy Toon is in a bit of trouble. Praetor trying to save him. I think that's going to be a 1-for-1 with them getting Aegis on Drow. That was a very good play from Slaymate to try and stop that Roche or get a pick off. It was just unfortunate timing that they ended the Roche literally right before. Oh, and we have another Infest on Axe. He's going for the jump. They're going to be forced to back off out of respect. Uranium almost at his Manta. Solar Crest completed on Abaddon. Going for a Yules. That is an incredibly annoying item on Abba. Just all the shield. Waste Manager looking to get away. Needing to rage, but he's going to be alright. Completed Manta. Gonna be a very good item on Drow. Going for a Blink Dagger on Ray. Just looking for that extra bit of catch. Definitely has the damage to burst the Jack Hero and the Warlock. Potentially, probably the SF as well. If he's able to get on top of him. We have a Scepter on Axe next. Axe doesn't fear damage. I love it. Which it does help that Scepter reduces the damage. Oh, they're gonna see this. They just smoked, but he's already broken. Because there's aim. Doesn't get the call off. Get the switcheroo, but the rock is dropped on Tommy Toon. And here's the Drow hitting the Warlock. SF on the Drow. Gonna get Rip Room of Souls off. Drow is gonna go down. 1 life. Good thing she had Aegis. Praetor gonna try to TP out, but gets canceled by Praetor. And they're gonna pick up Axe and SF. Very well played. Value on that switcheroo.
That baby is coming down.
Being able to dodge that Axe call. And that Aegis keeping Uranium alive. Well, resurrecting. Technically still died, but does not count since he had the Aegis. This might open the door for them to push this tier 2. And there's that Glacier just giving that extra range. Already big value.
If Dire doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom tower, there's not going to be a tower left. Things are looking dire for Dire's bottom tower. Wow, that was unintentional. Forget I said that. Their bottom tower is in trouble. Man, Radiant does not like Dire's bottom tower, and it shows.
Axe does have TP if they are looking to defend this tower, but it looks like it's going to be a bit too late. almost has Scepter completed on the Witch Doctor. Here comes Slaymate. He will be seen by that ward, but he's going to go ahead and back off as they have a smoke again. Another little bit of a smoke break.
I am not a betting man, unless it's
They
basketball.
do not have their axe with them.
Dire for Dyer's bottom tower curling. But if I was, forget I said that. On Radiant's bottom tower is in trouble, though.
They are going for a play. No smoke on the axe. Just running up. Blind call. That would have been really cool if someone was there. Now he's going to be part of the smoke. And now they're going back in. Uranium, you've got to be careful, my guy. He's going the wrong way. They're going to see him. Oh, no. Axe broke, but they didn't realize where they were. He's just going to be able to walk away. Are they going to give chase? They are not. Super fortunate for Uranium there to not be seen.
Bounty!
Looks like Praetor is going in. They have a smoke of their own. They find the Jack Hero, who has no saves. There's the Glimmer from Vlad. Gonna be able to save him temporarily, because Ray's gonna run right past him. Gonna get the Reality Rift off. BDE's in trouble. He's gonna go down to Praetor and Ray. Looks like they are gearing up to push this top tier 2. Vlad is just ready to spend all of his money. A man after my own heart.
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
You have a chance to buy something, buy it. Looks like NoLimitz is just trying to trade towers here. But here comes Praetor in to the Viper Strike on Slaymate. He might be in trouble, but the rock is down. The Axe Call into Requiem of Souls. Praetor's the one in trouble. Gets the Hurricane Pike off with the save. He's going to be okay. But here comes Ray into Lifestealer, jumping into Warlock. He's invisible for now, but they see him. He's going to have to go down. And there's Waste Manager at full health now. Ray gets the kill, but NoLimitz is on the run. And here comes the chase. He gets the blink off. He's not going to chase any further, it seems. Nope, he gets Axe. Ain is in trouble. He gets the stun. Here they come. The Blade Mail is not going to be enough. Ray in a bit of trouble, but BDE, I think, is in more trouble. He is going to probably go down to the Maledict. Yes, Greg gets the kill. What a fucking turnaround, people. And now they're pressuring tier 3s. Slaymate does not have BKB yet, so it's hard for him to go in.
You can tell Dyer's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed. Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
The Viper Strike on Slaymate. He's in trouble. He has no way to get out. He's going to go down to Praetor. That Hurricane Pike being very strong just for getting those extra few attacks on them. Ain is back up, potentially looking for a jump, but I don't think they can, not without their mid. And that's going to be a Rax.
Not like that one bit. Dyer is kicking sweet hell out of Radiant's bottom tower.
That a butterfly on Drow? That is a butterfly on Drow. It seems like Uranium Heart enjoys the people who love going evasion. And I can't really blame him. It really forces Lifestealer to have to go MKB if he wishes to stand and fight. He does have serrated Shiv, though, which does help with that. They're going to try to pick up Roche, but NoLimitz is actually pretty close. They might be able to see it, but they have vision on them. Oh my god, look at that range. Here comes Praetor, but they're going to be able to get away. I think he evaded that, but he still was affected by Corrosive Skin. That might have been from that nosedive. And there is the roar. Doesn't look like NoLimitz is going to contest, though. They might think it's a bit too dangerous. Give up Aegis and hope to have a better high ground. That is Butterfly and Aegis on a Drow. They are saying, it's go time.
Looks like the Dire figured out where
Uranium Heart is feeling incredibly strong. He is ready to go. I think what will determine this next fight is if Slaymate is able to get his BKB. He needs to get this BKB. He is incredibly close. Axe hits his scepter, which is huge.
That's it for Radiant's middle tower. We'll never forget you, Radiant's middle tower.
Praetor, or Slaymate, I mean, has his BKB, TPing back, ready to fight now.
Middle tower is hanging on by a
Here comes Waste. I don't know why I'm playing on names already. Here it comes. Here comes the Axe Call. He misses. That's a Viper Strike on him. There's the SF BKB onto the Witch Doctor. Greg's going to go down to SF. Drow's in the trees. CK goes down to Waste Manager. I was correct with it. Drow now in a bit of trouble as Waste Manager is chasing. That's going to be a slow. Axe does not get the blink off. Uranium Heart is in trouble. Goes down to the Slaymate. I'm mixing up their names. Drow is in trouble. Might be able to take down the SF, and she does due to that Butterfly. Axe is in trouble, but they can't get through the upheaval. Here comes Waste Manager chasing the Praetor. Praetor in a bit of trouble, but there's the Yules and the nosedive, and he's going to TP out. Now it's Tommy Toon who's in trouble. Nah, Tommy Toon's fine. They're not going to give chase. They're going to be incredibly happy with those pickoffs and a successful defense of their high ground. Like I said, that BKB on Slaymate, just allowing him to get that Requiem off and winning them that team fight. This game feels oddly familiar. I should look at the net worth. Ooh, Waste Manager right now sitting at the top, probably after that last team fight with Praetor and Uranium Heart. Again, a game eerily similar to the first one, where both mids and carries are sitting at the top, and Lifestealer with an MKB who has opted to go for Manta as well. And here comes a smoke from NoLimitz. Oh no, Praetor and Uranium Heart are bottom. They might be in trouble here. There's Praetor. The call on Praetor. Everything's going to come out. Ice Path stuns him. And there's the dunk. That is a huge pickoff. Greg in trouble. They saw him. There comes the raises. The stun. There's the Death Ward. Not going to be enough to kill anybody, but do a lot of damage. Oh, the Axe Call misses. Still going to get the Blade Mail off to prevent Uranium from hitting him. But Shadow Fiend going up with the BKB. Not going to be able to get anything there. There's the Axe Call on Uranium Heart. Lifestealer's on top of her. The MKB is going to make her go down. Ray is forced to BKB as a huge change where 6 Reg is just on the back feet now.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting literally. If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower, I put on hard. Radiant's sturdy bottom tower.
And this looks like it's going to be racks for No Limits.
Dire's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick. Oh, Radiant's
They're going to go for mid as well.
Radiant's middle tower
I mean, no Drow.
is smoking rock.
We can
Dire's middle tower is
probably look at the buyback status there for you guys. Yeah, no Drow for another 30 seconds. They might try fighting this, though. Here comes Ray, getting the SF, looking for the Requiem of Souls. He gets it off on top of Ray. That's huge. Axe is going to get him. He's going to go down to Praetor. But Axe goes down. Ray goes down. And that looks like it's a successful defense for their racks. They do lose that tier 3, though. An unfortunate chemistry there where Reality Rift does not stun. So Slaymate was still able to get his ult off. And this is the exact time in the game where Axe tends to be a bit better against this Drow now. Being able to jump her, get on top of her, deactivate her ult, and just completely lock her down, especially if there's a lifestealer hiding inside of him. Ooh, this is a tier 3 Dormant Curio, I just realized. I want to see what Greg goes for. Is he gonna go for the tier 5? And they will get the shard again for the Abba. Very nice. That is a very good shard to have. Scepter completed on Warlock. BKB completed on Axe. That is big. Looks like they're gearing up to go for that top tier 2. Probably feeling very strong, but still have to respect the damage that this Drow can output if they don't get on top of her. Looks like both teams are wanting to push. This is a smoke on No Limits. Viper Strike on Slaymate, but there's the BKB. Gonna get Requiem of Souls off. Macropyre goes down. Axe is on top of the Drow. And she goes down. He's just spinning. There's nothing she could do. There's the ulti. Praetor is TPing out. Ray is in trouble here. There goes Rock, and he's gonna fall. Tommy Toon, he's in trouble now. That's gonna be the call. That's gonna be his ult. He did not get the Culling Blade kill, unfortunately, but he's still gonna go down. And Vlad takes the kill. Ain almost dying there to that shard on the shield. He's doing his job, getting on top of that Drow. And that was just a soul axe. That's the scepter shard right there. Getting on top of her and just spinning uncontrollably. Oh, they see Greg. Greg, you gotta run, my guy. I love Greg. He took the tier 4 Dormant Curio. He's going for a tier 5 Dormant Curio. But that's gonna be mid for No Limits.
Radiant probably could have used those barracks.
Roche is gonna be coming up in 50 seconds. He has Refresher on Shadow Fiend now. That is huge. 2 free Requiem of Souls. They have no way to cancel it. BKB piercing stuns are very big. He's coming up in 5 seconds. I haven't seen it yet. And they find the Roche. But 6 Reg is pretty close. They're going to find the Axe with the Viper Strike. He's not going to be able to get up to him, but everyone's going to react. Waste Manager is coming in. That is a BKB down on Axe. Yes, it does. Viper Strike does pierce debuff immunity. I was right and wrong, maybe? However you want to phrase that. Hey, they are doing Roche. I don't think it's going to roar because they did not kill it before. 6 Reg is pretty close. They're coming in with the smoke. It's almost dead. There's Waste Manager and the Requiem of Soul Sphere hitting Praetor. Praetor is in trouble. Waste Manager even maybe in a bit more trouble. There's Greg getting his ult off. He's going to go down, but Waste Manager goes down. He doesn't have ult, or the Aegis. Slaymate goes down, but he has Aegis. Ray is now hitting BDE. But here comes Slaymate. It's Ray versus the 3 of them. There's the rock and the stun. He's going to go down. Was that a... That wasn't a buyback on Praetor. I think Praetor just TP'd out. Beautiful fight. I thoroughly enjoyed Greg's dedication to keeping the death word going. And just fully committed. Gotta love that resolve. Now it's Praetor versus these 3. Which be interesting to see how he decides to play this.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball. Football, horse racing, rugby.
Trying to keep the screen out so I can have better vision of these fights. And there, Praetor might be in a bit of trouble, but I think Slaymate's in more trouble. He's going to have to cheese. And there's Ray on the Warlock. Warlock's just going to get slapped to death. And Praetor is chasing BDE. And he's going to try to TP. He's got Aegis. I mean, Atos. Not Aegis. BDE's going to have to go down. And Praetor gets another kill. Slaymate's going to have to take that refresher out of his backpack if he wants that cooldown. There it goes. I've been a victim of that myself, where I accidentally put something in my backpack and it doesn't come off cooldown. So I just don't want him making the same mistake I made.
Tribute to my house.
Honestly, it is still anyone's game.
Oh, my little baby! Oh no! My baby!
Dire's top barracks may not be long for this earth.
Lifestealer just hanging out in Axe. Must be pretty cozy in there. And the smoke comes out. They're looking for a catch. I think they saw Uranium Heart on this ward, so I think they want to get that drow. That would be incredibly bad if they find her, because she is alone. The unfortunate thing about this, right, is you are smoked, but there's a radiance on Lifestealer. So you can see that. Oh no, Uranium Heart is showing under a ward. They see him. This is going to be a jump. The Axe Call with a dunk first, just to fucking slap him. It's like, nah, I'm gonna fucking slap you first, and then I'm gonna call you. It's like, I don't even need the culling blade. Just aura farming at that point. But with that drought gone, she does have buyback. Praetor is gonna get gone on with the Macropyre. There's the big Witch Doctor ult. Fucking Waste Manager is gonna go down. Slaymate goes down. Gray gets a triple kill. The Death Ward comes into play, and Ain is gonna go down to Praetor as well. Vlad is on the run. He has to run. What else can he do? It's a complete fucking massacre. Vlad is going to TP out safely. What a play. What a play, Greg. That Death Ward was insane. Oh! He TP'd in. He wants this Jack Hero. I don't think he saw where... Oh, they see him on the ward. They're gonna give chase. He has Atos. And he gets it off. He has Ice Path. Is that going to be enough to save him? I don't think so. That's going to be a dieback on the Big Dad Energy. Good catch by Praetor. It is Vlad versus the world. He doesn't have ult. What is he going to do? This looks like it's going to be a Rax. 4-6 reg. Now, they are coming back up on NoLimitz, so they might have to be a little careful here. The fort comes out to protect the tier 4s. And it looks like they are happy to back out. A Satanic on Slaymate. I'm always intrigued to see these interesting builds, right? It's mostly magic, but that Satanic does give him that survivability on his right click.
Just what the doctor ordered.
We are up to 51 minutes. We are going to get another 60-minute game. God damn. That mid ward is picking them up. So they are going through for Tormentor. They are pretty close to Slaymate. I don't know if this word just doesn't pick him up. And they get Torm or Praetor. That's nice for pushing. They're going to find nobody. Slaymate gets his blink off. Refresher completed on the Warlock. That's going to be 2 big ultis. Roche is going to come up probably within a minute and 12. Although it could respawn earlier. That's going to be a smoke directly in the wave. So NoLimitz definitely sees that. They're looking for a pick here. Ray is running in. They see the Jack Hero. He gets a stun with the blink off. And the Jack Hero is just going to melt to Ray. CK just destroyed him. Unable to even get a spell off. No buyback on Jack Hero. Ray looking to go in. Lifestealer is in axe though. Gotta respect that jump. Roche is now up. Vlad looking to scout it, but I think they see him on that ward there. There's another smoke, probably looking for a catch here. They can get another one that will definitely secure the Roche. Oh, there's the axe. They get the reality rift on him. He's forced to BKB and back out. Without that BKB, it's going to make it that much harder to go in. Slaymate forced to cancel the TP. That's going to be the Roche. Going to take a whole lot of damage from that Drow. But here they come. The axe. He's coming in. His blink gets canceled, and he only calls Tommy Toon. Here's the SF ulti directly on Praetor. Abba ulti's proc. There's the rocks. Waste Manager on Praetor. CK gonna go down to Vlad. But now it's the Waste Manager in trouble. But here's the SF ulti again. But there's the BKB. They don't get feared. Waste Manager is gonna go down. Slaymate gonna go down. There's the fucking Death Ward. That's going to be a dead axe. Buyback on Waste Manager. Not Waste Manager, Slaymate, my bad. That's going to be a team wipe for 6-Reg. Here comes Slaymate into Praetor. He wants to kill him. Praetor in trouble. Oh, Praetor, you're just so many of these teepees, man. How many are you going to get away with? Who got Aegis? No, nobody got Aegis. Roche is still alive.
Dire's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed.
That's a DD for Slaymate. Forced to back to protect their tier 4s again. We are at 56 minutes. We are getting close. Slaymate is gonna try to Roche, but it does roar, so they know he's in there. He's taking too much damage. He has Satanic, but he's not gonna use it. Waste Manager into Slaymate. He has BKB, almost has Requiem of Souls. He's going in. They get the BKBs off. Praetor in trouble with both of them focusing. Slaymate's in even more trouble. That's a dieback. Waste Manager trying to get Praetor. Praetor's going to force staff out. Waste Manager in a bit of trouble with his rage wearing off. They're going to give chase. Oh, he's going to die. Oh no! That's a dieback on Waste Manager. No SF, no Lifestealer. This is looking very dire. Pun intended. A great attempt from both of them to try and get that Aegis away from 6-Reg. But unfortunate that they had BKBs ready for that Requiem of Souls. Now, let's see what happens here. If he can get a good Axe Call, they could save it. But they're going to try to push tier 4s. There's the Drow, but they're just waiting. That's going to be the last tier 4 down. Oh no, the macro on an illusion. The bait. And that's going to be game. GG's. 6reg wins the second one. GG's. Well played, everybody. Honestly, I think I have to... see if he's doing their captain interviews. I gotta say, I think it's pretty obvious who I'm gonna give MVP here to. It does kind of suck because he always gets it, but I'm gonna give it to the Witch Doctor. I'm giving it to Greg. He saved so many of those fights there with his ult. Just the commitment and the drive to keep his death ward going. Unbelievable. Well played, everybody. Super enjoyable fights. Well played. I don't know if he is in the chat here. Okay, let's just see if anybody wants to hop in real quick. See if anybody hops in here and get a viewpoint from the players. I know that's usually a thing that WLDL tries to do. So I don't want to take away from Zach if he wants to talk to people, but... Okay. Well, either way, yeah, what a start to the league, man. What a start. An insane insane games. This one was just barely under an hour. So overall, it was, 2 hours worth of gameplay. Both teams played their hearts out. Really well played, everybody. Oh yeah, thank you Rex Cow and thank you WLD Ray for the follows. I wasn't able to actually say that earlier in the middle of casting. Appreciate it, guys. Hell yeah. Alright, I think I will end it here. Gotta remember to leave it going for about 5 minutes before we end, before I turn it off so it loads correctly. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys, and that is gonna be it from me. I will be, I'll, depending on who's playing when, I do plan on doing Factory Friday with links tomorrow, and then I will be doing my usual Silksong playthrough on Saturday. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.